And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta in our initiative run in patch 1.0.28. This run was released, or it was started on release candidate 6, so we are still continuing that run where we started in the 2022 start. The next run we'll probably either be the 2026 or the 2050 start? The advanced start. Control-wise, we are fighting for Jupiter. We got this ship en route to the James Cook Station, apparently. So this one's heading from Jupiter. Gonna go repair and refuel. We got this fleet sort of stuck at Jupiter. Worst case scenario, this fleet gets attacked by the aliens. So that's not too much of a worry. We do have more ships in construction. We've got 104 days out on these Block 9s. These Block 9s are going to blow the previous fleet out of the water. So if the previous fleet gets stuck in Jupiter for a while, that's fine. These guys will do everything the previous one does better. And then we have, I think, Mars. Yeah. Mars, we have a gunship, which is our colony ship. Got a second colony ship being built. I may want to build a ship that runs the same drive as the stuck ships to see if we can use the fuel from that to get them unstuck. Although we'd probably want to build that at Jupiter. So we're in the Jupiter system. We've got a station there at Jupiter being built. So if this completes, we have a couple options on how to try to unstick things. Otherwise, as far as the primary objectives to complete for this run, we've got the GDP one. We're about halfway through on the list of bodies we need to get to tier 3. We've actually got Ceres occupied, so that's just a process of time. We're at Jupiter when we got Saturn, so we're working through it. The aliens have responded and have started to build up more fleets. So previously, I think the beginning of the last stream, there was only one fleet that met this criteria. There is now 6. Most of these, I believe, are at Neptune. So Triton, Ariel, I believe, are Neptune. Io might be Neptune as well. It's one of the gas giants. Anyway, we got a bunch of stations we got to go through. Io is Jupiter. So, okay, so one of them's here at Jupiter. The other two of them are at Neptune. I think the other 3 are out in the York Cloud. So we got to work our way out. Oh no, Ariel is Uranus. Neptune, Saturn? Don't know my Greek gods and how they're related, apparently. Or is that... No, that's... Well, Rome and the Greek gods are related. Another thing is maybe start time to turning boost directly into money, so we can have money to be doing things to fix Earth, so we can control more and more of Earth. Or at least make Earth more stable, right? One big way we can be stabilizing a lot of places is simply just improve the inequality. Also improve the GDPC in a lot of places, right? Utopic, or not utopic, but sort of the standard we'd like to go for is 5 cohesion, 50,000, right? So that's a little hard to do in most of our places. We're exceeding that in Singapore. And in fact, Singapore could probably do with a little bit more incohesion. It's a little bit too cohesive. And then I think America probably is pretty close to the GDPC, but it's struggling with the cohesion. Oh, I wasn't nice enough to myself to give me an idea of what I should be doing coming back here. Probably doing a public campaign here, although we aren't public campaigning there, so we can send someone to public campaign.
We must persuade the people.
Policy-wise, there's no unifications doable, which probably means it's democracy still in our way. 7.5 and 8 versus that. So we need that 6.5 to integrate everyone. We're raising democracy here. Raising everyone here. Although we're in the fancy range here where up is better. You don't want to be in the middle. You either want to be at the bottom or you want to be at the top. And we've already got the democracy here high enough that we want to go up, not down. Here's complicated. To diplomatically integrate Bhutan, we need to go up. Although that's going to destabilize stuff. We've got that awkward situation here. We're not working government. We're working more of improving education and welfare to stabilize the nation. Although apparently we're decently stable, we might be able to move away a little bit from the welfare and onto other priorities. And then same sort of thing with China. China is so massive that the rest point isn't low enough, and that's with slowly feeding bits of China to the other China. The other China, of course, is struggling with the GDPC of the newly added regions.
Orders? Making our case.
At your service.
At some point we want to move into Canada and Mexico, but we're not in a rush because we need to stabilize America first. We need to fix America before we can expand America. We're a little actually too cohesive here. We don't mind that we don't have the public support, because that's actually helping to lower the cohesion. We'll public campaign for a bit on Earth. Go through our counselors. We are maybe a little bit tempted to pick up things like mining orgs. Do I have any open slots right now? I think the answer is no. Yeah, no. So you've got admin. Are you command or would be admin max, right? You're admin maxed. Their command is maxed. So the only thing I can grab is espionage or investigate, or I could take espionage off and give you some espionage, and then give you the mining. Tempted to do that. You know, let's do that. Are you providing an important mission? No. We can sell you. Are you providing an important mission? No. So then we can sell you. That gives us access to the 2 stars. We can give you the 2-star. That costs us 5 boost, but it does provide us with 5% more space mining output. That leaves us with 13 more boost. I think I'm going to translate that boost into income. Oh, and obviously I was going to say we're going to make that espionage. So we'll give you some espionage. Okay, that's our XP. Station-wise, up in Earth orbit. I can probably put this in many different places if we're patient enough, but Earth orbit's where we're going to start. We can build space hospitals. This will eat 3 boost each, so we've got 13 boost right now, so I can probably build 4 of these. In exchange, we'll get 300 money each, so this should be net positive in a money standpoint. So, solar farm, space hospital. Okay, the solar farms here are powerful enough that apparently we can support 2 space hospitals each. Don't have a farm here. We're going to want to build a farm as well. So this will feed 3,000 people. We got 3.9 here. I'm probably going to put more space hospitals here. So it probably does make sense to go even more on the farm now, because then it will be up and done to provide the food later. We don't quite have enough power for that, so I'll have to do another solar. And yeah, after that, we then have enough. Probably 1 solar module, 3 farms, which will fill this hab up. Otherwise, that will be a very profitable, hopefully, space station in the future. Okay, let's confirm assignments and let stuff build and fly. A lot of what's going to be left of this game is improving Earth, stabilizing Earth, and expanding out into the solar system. So that's Nearby Station. Is that the one at Jupiter? That is the Jupiter Station. So they're going to go blow the Jupiter Station up. There's no one there to pick the Jupiter Station, so the Jupiter Station is going to explode. Fair enough. And I really don't like that station. We shall see how long it lives. So they've arrived there due to mistakes. The combat fleet is not at the station. If the combat fleet was at the station would be fine, but then the combat fleet would have to fight these guys. Now this would work out. Station is gone. They've arrived at low Jupiter orbit because there's now no station there. They're now going to low Jupiter orbit. Okay. To be fair, these guys are at low Jupiter orbit, so we might be technically going for India 415. Okay. Hardened hab shelters. This is a good question. What do we want to pick up? I might actually have most of the projects done that we want. Probably not going to do this stuff. Phaser batteries. Might as well pick these up. I think this affects the defense platforms. Okay, that's our tier 3 mine on Ceres. I do need to fully fill this up with tier 3 modules. I'm actually surprised that got done so quickly. Interesting. Oh, and I need to upgrade the power plants at some point. So we're not going to upgrade, we're going to overwrite that. I can upgrade heavy fusion pile to heavy fusion reactor. Oh, that's a good question. Do I have the upgrade? Heavy fusion reactor farm. I do now have the upgrade for that. Okay. Yeah. We're going to be slowly building this out. Right now, in theory, we're getting construction speed buff from having the construction module done. So, ship launch. So this is the colony ship. In at Mars, we're going to launch you, get you to orbit. And this time, I want you to go join at Jupiter, India, 415. Just straight to India 415. It'll arrive in 1.74 weeks. If I merge it with the fleet first and then build the station, they should be docked at the station, is the plan. I think the fleet can handle the alien fleets. In fact, I want the fleet to handle the alien fleets, so encouraging them to, you know, fight the fleet is what we want.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
We've moved the needle.
And even in the scenario where it loses, they will probably inflict insubordinate or an unequal casualty ratio with the aliens. Which is what we want as well.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
The people will come to our side.
Shipborne missiles do bonus damage. Let the magnetic weapons do bonus damage. We're not using these weapons, but if we decide we're changing to those weapons, we'll be happy to have them. You've arrived at Jupiter. So join India 415. Now India 415 has the ship that's going to make the colony. So when it founds a platform in low Jupiter orbit, the whole fleet will be docked at the platform. Platform default is starting with the construction module and a fusion pile. We want to add to that 1 space dock and 1 point defensive array. And then we're going to select India 415. We are going to... Can I actually share the propellant between... No. Or yes. No. Okay, so we can't do the share of the propellant, which is what I was worried about. That's fine. We are going to split off the tank. So, these guys stay docked at the station. And the Tang, also docked at the station. We're going to have leave for... Is Mars closer? Is Ceres closer? That's the question. 15.8 weeks to Mars. Ceres 21 weeks. So Mars is right now closer, so you're going to fly out to Mars. Panic! Cohesion drops and rest increases. Public opinion boost for us. We gain money and influence. And lower democracy, which we probably don't want to do. I can pay to basically get the same effects as we'd get paid, so we'd probably not do calm the public. Yeah, so I think it's used this opportunity for wealth and influence just because of the initiative. If we weren't the initiative, that would not be an option, obviously. There goes all the United States cohesion. It'll come back, maybe. A rich pocket. Probe arrives, okay. Needless to say, the aliens have picked a decent location there for that base, and that base as well. I feel like this is Cooper, Prospero, Civitas, Francisco. I feel like we've hit one of the gas giants with all these probes. Oberon, Beatrice, Hero, Ophelia, Puck. Yeah, and Ariel. Okay. Okay, so the upgrade... I think the upgrade's complete. We don't necessarily... We need to get everything up to tier 3. Although maybe don't need to be rushing so hard to get everything to tier 3, but let's start upgrading things in a way that leaves us with enough power. So we apply that upgrade. There's another 300 when we apply that upgrade. Okay. Oh, and that's a fusion reactor farm. I might actually want to replace it with a heavy fusion reactor. Although for the moment, what we'll do is we'll do that. That's enough to power everything that's actually online. Once some of these finish their upgrading, we can, I suppose, replace the fusion reactor farm. Because we're going to have way too much power, honestly. Which is a good thing to have sometimes. It's a good thing when you're trying to keep everything running while rebuilding everything. Okay, I probably don't need 2 public campaigning in China. Because China's come a bit. And send one of you to just straight purge the last point in North Korea.
Targeting their
And
position.
we can start the process of merging it into China. North Korea is sufficiently totalitarian that we can just merge it into China. South Korea is not quite so magical. Green... Okay, green are places that I think we could peacefully merge or transfer. Yeah. I figure out what to read there. Confirm assignments, let the time pass.
Offering assistance.
Thinking about it, I might want to generate another 12 boost to put a mining or put the admin tower on Ceres. I think that's a gold making place. Greater Europa is done. So we'll do House of Islam next. Okay, there's the nano factory complete there. That is going to be better construction multiplied than the construction module, so we'll replace the construction module. We already spent all the boost, so I should probably not do admin complex and make the boost worst. Do we have... I might have it queued up to be built. the mission control one? Yeah, we got the command center there, which is 10 mission control. So if I wanted more mission control and or more yield from the mine, that's the admin complex. Oh, this place is only making 9.3 metal, so 10% of 9.3 is only 0.9. The monthly upkeep is 0.5, so it would, yeah, okay, it's not worth building the admin complex there. We'd basically need all the nobles. All the nobles that go into the admin complex would be basically what the bonus from the admin complex is, so, no. Could do civilian. Oh no, that's more boost. So what can I do? Probably just research. Probably just toss a bunch of tier 3 live researches here. Oh, and it has to be the non-specialized, or has to be the specialized ones, not the generic one. Because the generic one is probably better in raw research, but that requires a certain amount of people in the system, and you know, I don't think we got that many people on Ceres yet. So I'm thinking life. Start life. I think it's gonna be like life space. Maybe materials. Because I'm thinking about if we're gonna pick up more numbers, we probably want to do the ones for the repeatables we're interested in. Oh, we're currently doing energy. I'm surprised I didn't do space. Space, energy, life. Yeah, probably space, energy, life, social science, information science. Not really worried about the exotics, although... Well, we probably have enough nanofactories. We probably make a decent amount of... Maybe we do materials over social info science. But space is for more mining capacity. We're already over the soft cap, so it would be saving us mission control every time. Investment points is nice. Longer living counselors is nice. Etc.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us. Public opinion is moving in our
I think
direction.
enough support in India. Well, command center done, providing us more mission control cap. Oh, one of our counselors just died of natural causes. Suspicious. Very suspicious. Because his declining trait went away, so I assumed he would de-aged enough that that was not his, not a concern. But apparently I am wrong. Okay. What mission types are we interested in? Purge, public campaign, probably. Stabilize as well is nice. What interesting traits do we have? Are there any interesting traits? That was interesting until I saw atrocity. I'm like, if we're not careful, we're going to commit a lot of atrocities. Because we control a lot of people, and simply fighting can crank up the atrocities. Famous government. Don't want Angrada because we'd have to get rid of that. Earthbound you can get rid of, and we probably would move to get rid of. But then we gotta spend time getting rid of it. Same with Cautious. need the impression. Veteran's probably upgradable. Earthbound we can get rid of. Wouldn't necessarily need to get rid of it right away. Let's do government. It's not actually too bad. We're doing a lot of government. Sure. Pick you up. So you need to take a bunch of the unassigned orgs, otherwise we're gonna have problems. Stake for all. The Ferrocite Masters. You already have stabilized mission. Well, you don't have increase in rest. I'm gonna give you the special forces group to give you increase in rest. Oh, IMF. Yeah. And at this point, you probably have what? That's 3, 11, 14 plus your base of 4. Yeah, so you can pick up a little bit more admin, but you got most of the admin you need. Oh, and we have the CIA. I have the CIA. So now you're probably over admin capped. Yeah, you got 28 out of 25. More than enough. And then let's get our boost consuming orgs back on. Just the one? Okay. Give you the SBI and the Children of the Cog. Gonna apply another 3. In theory, we can apply another 3. It's pretty good for 1 star. Probably make do with other material science. Investment. It's giving you missions. I'm not sure how much we care about these missions, but we'll apply them anyway. Okay, and we'll sell this one to get back under the limit. Okay, we're gonna let some time pass. Get around back to the counselor mission, and then we'll see how things go. Okay. All shipboard medic weapons get that bonus. Nice. Change of control in Finland, that's fine.
Our associates were unable to take control.
Oh, did not succeed.
Ready
So,
for
obviously
orders.
the new person is... Oh, actually, that's all the admin we've got, or all the orgs you can apply. Okay, so that's all the orgs he's applying. So this is what we've got to improve upon. First... we're gonna pick up... We got enough money, we can probably pick up most of these bonus orgs. Support tracker, yeah. Data jack, yep. The production unit, yep. Embedded sensors, yes. Intelligent assistant, yes. Scrambler, yes. Battle computer's fine. Neuralink is fine. So, loyalty monitor I don't think we need. 4-brain stimulator we don't need. We'll take the ferrocite emitter. And the mass emitter. And the combat astronaut. Government builder wouldn't be too bad to actually pick up right now. ups his government bonus from 2 to 5 off of Reformer. Yeah. We'll grab another espionage, bring him to the espionage cap. Get like 3 more. Probably put that in command. So, still not as good as the previous person. I think the previous person had max investigate. May have had max command as well. But it's 43. They're almost certainly not going to die before the end. And then, I'm not sure what we had. I forgot what the previous guy was doing. Probably public campaigning, because we just took one off. The question is, where, and do I actually want to put him back? It's like America. And public campaigning in America. Put him back. We'll have him public campaigning in America for a bit then.
I will tell our story.
Standing by.
And then we had you stop public campaigning in India because we've got it high enough, although we do need to lower the unrest in India. So
We'll
swap
make
that
things
instead.
safe.
Augment. I think you're just stacking science at this point. Because your persuasion's capped at 24. Yeah. So it's science or security. We'll grab some science because you already got 18 security. Okay, so the core and the battery power plant. Okay, so the tiny little battery here is here up and operational in Jupiter. The dock and the construction module are not yet. And then our farm on Ceres is complete, so we're no longer paying any water volatiles to feed the people here. Or wouldn't if we had enough power. That'll fix itself. 2,500 surplus power will be constructed here, so there'll be plenty of power.
Mission in progress.
Ultralight phaser batteries. Have I done the coil cannons? I think I have. I don't think I would have put that as obsolete. Archives probably the place to check. Yeah, we've already got the advanced coil batteries. Looking for a tech that we've already done, which is why it's not on the list. Sure, we'll take the cannons up. Not sure we're going to be building any ships that actually use them. But...
Offering counsel.
other than maybe drive upgrades, I think we functionally have a usable fleet set.
Order is returning.
The people will come to our side.
The people will come to our side.
We've moved the needle.
You don't need to be invading random nations. Rapid military prototyping is complete, so that's bonuses to military priority, which we don't usually do. Oh, we don't need that radiator. Obsolete the radiator. Same thing with that radiator. Quantum batteries goes to battery farms. That is what I think. I think we may have already done that with the other one, but we'll develop that in case we want the battery farms behind it. I could look at the tech tree, but that takes more time to open the tech tree. Okay, so our dock is complete. You can resupply. 3.1 days. Now, it's tempting to have these go after the nearby aliens. On the other hand, if we do that, we got nothing defending the station. So we'll keep these guys at the station. We got new ships in construction, and that will fly straight. Well, they won't fly straight out there, because I'm actually going to hit the guys at Ceres, if they're still at Ceres, in 38 days.
Our people have taken control.
Have full control in North Korea. Stop rivaling China. In fact, we'd like you to be friends with China. We understand that will take a while to do. I wait until the 30th of March. Quantum batteries. In theory, that's a requisite for battery farms. I feel like we've done battery farms, and there's a different battery tech that makes that a plausibility. Don't need the composite armor. Don't need the graphene battery or the heat sink. Straight tunnel. Okay. Component armoring might be worth doing. Remass scoop might be worth doing. Don't need the radiator. Repair bays may be tempting too. Actually, also repair bay is favorite. So these ones I'm thinking about actually as favorites. Don't need the heat sink. Don't need the fuel cell. Don't think we need the combat bonuses. I might take the army dispersal at some point. Deal sabotage we don't care about. Sales we don't care about. Do this one. It's probably a point where I should just say we're going to invest equally in everything, because we're not... At least on projects, I think we've caught up to where we kind of want to be. We're waiting to get through the this solar system, not through the tech tree anymore. We're actually... Oh, I know where I'm doing energy. I'm doing energy because I'm trying to roll the power plant. So, I think we got like an 80% chance to roll the power plant. It didn't roll, so if we run energy, it re-rolls the energy techs. Okay, let's move you to purging. Purging Laos. Actually, did we have 90? What was that? 90? Okay, Laos we can do. Vietnam will need the public campaign in first, but we'll just do Laos.
We're
Purge
taking
Laos.
power.
Your orders?
America's unrest is getting a little high due to stabilize mission in America.
Will restore peace to this nation.
Where to?
Yeah, we're probably high enough in the
Standing
public
by.
opinion there, but the unrest is high, so lower the unrest.
We'll turn down the heat.
Same sort of thing in
At your
India.
service.
War and unrest.
Restoring order.
Okay. Environment assignments, as time pass. Okay, so this allows our ships to accelerate faster. We don't necessarily need that. Astronaut fitness regime. Don't know what that does, which is part of the reason. I suspect it's just another acceleration. Same thing with the high G recombinants. Yeah, the more we do to stabilize these
Lending
nations
my
permanently, the less we
expertise.
need to spend. Yeah, it was more G. Less we need to spend counselor action-wise, keeping them stable.
He who controls the water controls the world. That's where we're headed now. But hell, even I know that a dying world isn't really one worth controlling. Chairman Soren van Wyk, Wall Street Journal op-ed. Renewables, from bogeyman to golden goose.
But hell, even I know that a dying world isn't really one worth controlling. That basically describes why we're doing welfare and environment around the world. It's like, yeah, we'd like to own the world, and the world's much more valuable if, you know, it has value to it. Space science. And then, obviously, the fusion's gonna take its sweet time. So in theory, now we can go to 10, I think. That was what we needed specifically for the 10th, yes.
Things are cooling off.
Things are cooling off.
Things are cooling off. Violence is abating.
Changed by a small amount. There's not a lot of pollution left in Singapore to fix, although it would be nice to completely get rid of it all. And then direct investment. I think in Singapore we still want to spend on boost. Carbon recapture technologies, bonus to environment. That'll be nice for delaying climate change indefinitely.
Our associates are now in charge.
Purge is complete. We'll probably have them do it again to get the other one. Send a sternly letter word of disapproval.
Acknowledged. Terminating their position.
And then at Ceres, we now have the command center operational, but not the power plants. Or not enough power plants. Let me rephrase that. Yeah, we're probably going to replace the fusion reactor farm. At least once enough of the heavy fusion reactor farms complete. So that's not right now. Okay.
Reporting in.
And then I'm going to spend the influence generating funding in India. Advanced coil cannons complete. Yeah, look at the three materials ones. One after another. They'll be pretty quick. Unseasonal snow, provide
Offering support.
economic aid. Anyway, as I said, repair bay, and these are gonna be real quick. We're getting, like for example, the previous one I think completed in like 3 days. This one completed in 5. A little bit of rounding because we're just short of making it 4, I think.
Things are stabilizing.
Things are stabilizing.
Violence is abating.
Violence is abating.
Okay, this is the new fleet standing up. Is that alien fleet still sitting outside of Ceres? Yes. I'm concerned. This is not particularly threatening of a fleet, but it's over one of the places I need to hold. So at any point, they could decide they're going to turn the guns on the station. That'd be an issue. On the ground base, that'd be an issue. We want to hit Victor. 1, 2, 6. Extreme Mercury orbit. We'll be there in 5.5 weeks. We'll have 40 Delta V. There is a gas station here where they can fuel up, so that's fine. Engage. These guys are much faster than the guys we got at Jupiter. That's one of the major advantages of that fleet. And they're better armored. Not necessarily better armed, but better armored. Okay, that was all those materials ones. Do I currently have research going? Okay, so do anything that isn't life or society, or life or social. Okay. Got 2 done there in quick succession. Oops, I'm forgetting. Usually when it comes to these guys, we just check them at the border into a different country we don't care about.
We've removed some threats.
Okay, got full control over Laos, so we're gonna do what we just did in North Korea. Which is improve the relations with the group. In this one, we're just waiting for the executive to merge into the Federation. Oh, you continue down South Korea. Then here... Has the come off cooldown? No, 30th of March. Gotta wait a couple more days. And then we improve with China and the Eurasian Union. So now in 57 days we can federate, and then so a number of days after that we'll unify into China.
Where do you need me?
Okay, Vietnam we can do the unification with, although we want a public champion in Vietnam. So Vietnam we need to
I
move
will
on to
try
next.
to sway the public.
I will help them.
Yeah, the big thing holding us up just building another fleet is we don't have the nobles. That's one thing we're maybe going to be potentially doing partially in the Jupiter system, is just getting all the nobles. Carbon recapture technology is complete.
Order is returning.
Order is returning.
Order is returning.
Things are cooling off.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
You've completed transfer, you're at low Mars orbit and repairing. And refueling in theory. Okay, you're done. Where do I want to send you? We're 30's done. You're block 2. You're technically a block 2 as well, right? Yeah. So I suppose this is a situation where we go look at prospecting. Anywhere inner system, let's say. Out to Jupiter. We're looking for gold. Io, Redeema base. Believe that's already in Jupiter. Okay. Netia. It's an orbit, there's nothing in the orbit. Got a lot of metal. You are in the asteroid belt. Okay. So we're gonna send you there. You do actually have weapons. So if I needed you to, I could have you fire at the station. We're probably not necessarily gonna have you fire at the station. But basically, they're gonna arrive here. They're gonna set up a refueling platform, and then we can bring a different fleet in. If I can't just blow the side up from space. Yeah, well, we can't blow the side up from space. Which does bring to mind. Let's how heavily defended is that base? /9. I'm not sure what the point of the slash there is. Presumably it's the resistance to assault. Which is not very high. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to duplicate these block 2s. Because they're nice, they're fast. They have one drawback, and that's they can't necessarily take a base like that. So basically it's going to fly there, it's going to set up a refueling spot. And we're going to follow it up with an elite assault, or elite marine assault unit. Ship, which are not the